Hi there, it's LDake again with Kale Realty, your Illinois licensed broker. And today I'm going to talk about reasonable expectations at initial showings for sellers and for tenants, as well as for buyers and prospective tenants. Stick around. Okay, and we're back. So the first one is that prospective tenants, as well as buyers, of course, are ready, willing, and able. That means that they've gone through like a pre-approval, they've gone through a questionnaire that says that, yeah, you're ready to start a lease or something. Especially in cases where the unit is, or the home is occupied. I mean, maybe there's people living there, the sellers live in there, or the current tenants are living there. They just want to know that the people coming into their home is actually genuinely interested. It's not something to take offense to. It's just, for safety and concern of all parties. Okay, and for number two, that would be basically that when a seller or a tenant or a landlord, they have specific showing requests and they expect them to be honored, especially again if the place is occupied. If they want a 24 or 48-hour notice before a showing happens, well, those wishes should be expected. I mean, sure. I always tell people, you can always ask. It says, hey, I'd like to see the place today at 4. Is there any possibility of that? Because maybe they have someone coming by just before then. Well, yeah, sure. Let's do that. But expect that you'll be told no, but hope for yes. And of course, there's other things like if they tell you to take your shoes off or put some booties on or something. That's not asking too much, especially like right now it's winter and it's kind of that salty black slush. Maybe people don't want that in their homes, Fair enough, right? Other requests like please don't bring any pets with you. Some people, they want to bring their little doggy with them wherever they go. Well, if it's not a service animal, keep it at home. Again, these are reasonable expectations. So the third expectation I feel is a pretty easy one to understand is that prospective tenants and buyers be accompanied at all times, either by the seller or landlord or by an agent they hire. It's a stranger coming into their home. It's understandable. So number 4, this one I do let sellers and landlords know that sometimes the only feedback you get is whether or not they put in an offer or an application. Now, I do try my best to ask prospective tenants or their agents or their buyer agents, if you didn't want to put in an offer and application, why not? What could have made it better? What could have really made your heart sing? And sometimes, if it's only that one little thing, that can be negotiated, that can be fixed. Some things you can't fix. If you really want to live on a residential street and the place is on a major highway, well, I can't fix that. Unless you're willing to negotiate for a lower price, maybe we can talk. But if it's absolutely not going to work for you, I get it. I'm sure there's something else out there that'll meet your needs. But for the most part, it would be a kindness to offer constructive feedback. But again, I do let landlords and sellers know sometimes the only feedback you get is an offer or an application. Okay, so that's what I have for you today, just on the initial showing. Of course, there are other expectations for when you do a second showing, when you're putting in an offer, things like that. But just to get your feet wet, just to have a few pointers on what to expect the first time around. If you have any further questions or concerns, feel free to contact me.